Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. And I wanted to do videos on sleeping bags and stuff sacks. That's what I was doing, is stuffing a double sleeping bag into a stuff sack, a military stuff sack. So what I wanted to do is just a few hints and helps to allow you to do a better job of it, or actually get it done. And the reason I like double sleeping bags, I have several videos on them, and I will try to look for my playlist. I should have a playlist. If I don't, I'll make one, because I've done quite a few videos on double sleeping bags and the reason for them. And that is, if you listen to me at all, you already know that, the answer to that. And that is because the Bible says, if two lay together, they shall have heat. Okay? So if two bodies lay together just on around in a cold night, they're going to be warmer. If you keep your body core warm, you're going to be okay. So in sleeping bags, you can stay a lot warmer at even colder temperatures because they retain the heat. So 3 people can be in 2 bags. You could have a person with a hypothermia situation. They fell in a cold river. You can warm them up between 2 other bodies. It's one of the basic ways to warm somebody up after they've been dunked in a river or lake, or deliberately dunked in a lake, cut through the ice and just so they could jump in the lake. They got to warm them up. You got to keep them warm. Okay, so enough of that. So military bags have 6 vertical straps and 3 horizontal straps, and I'll show you that. Okay, you got 3 horizontal, 1, 2, 3, and I'll roll them around so you can see the buckles. I did a video, and I did it directly on YouTube, and then they just did 3 videos and then dumped them all, deleted them all. So, I mean, just because I didn't know to upload them right away. There's 1 buckle, and I pulled the straps out enough. I don't want to compress this any further because I don't want to compress the, what do you call it, there it is. There's the buckle, there's the end. I don't want to damage the, I don't want to permanently compress it really tight, because that'll damage the insulation, the filling. So this is a good 2 bags with really, really super awesome, latest hot, smoking, lightest, best insulation in the world. They're from Outdoor Life. Found them on eBay just one time. I don't know if I've ever seen them again. I might never see them again. But they gave a real good sales pitch, and I think I did screenshots of the pitch on my tablet or on my phone. I don't remember. So you got, I don't know how to note this. See how this one is like that? We'll watch for that one. That's 1. I'm going to rotate it around. 2 vertical. 3. What is that one? What is that one? What is that one? Well, that is weird. I have no idea. That's a strap to hold the, that's a strap to hold the horizontals in place, but it's in an odd place there. So that was 3. Here's 4. There's a buckle. I forgot to show you those. 5. And then 1 more. 6 is where I started, where it was pulled down, where you can see daylight in between there. So there's 6 verticals, 3 horizontal. Very compressible. I'm not going to compress it anymore, like I said, because I don't want to. If I was going to go backpacking and I wanted to carry 2 sleeping bags in 1 backpack, I would compress it down to where I couldn't do it anymore. I can sit on this thing and make it smaller. Maybe someday I'll do that, but I'm not doing it today. Okay, so that was about it. I did one on, watching the, when you're stuffing it in there, and this is a pretty big bag, you can see that. But I was pulling it up here. I kept pulling it up, and I was getting to the end of the bag, and I had about maybe a third of it left to go. And I'm like, man, this thing is really going to be tight. And then I realized I didn't have all the bag up there. I was pulling this thinking it was the top of the bag. It wasn't. There's 8 more inches up here, curving around there. So I was actually holding the rim of the bag then, and I got it in there pretty easily. So, all right, that's it. This is going to cut that video down to quite a bit, because that was 3 videos at about 4 minutes. I know the first one was 4 minutes, the second one was 2 minutes, and the third one was 1 minute. So I'm going to call it good here. And the reason I want to do this is because there's families out here that in the Ozarks and around the world, around the country, that do not have good shelter, and they don't have good sleeping bags. And if they had good sleeping bags, they'd at least have that shelter. These sleeping bags are shelter. Remember that survival is a rule of 3s. Within 3 hours, you need shelter. within 3 days you need water, and within 3 weeks you need food. Everybody thinks they get lost, or they get in what they think is a survival situation. They're like, I gotta eat, I gotta eat, I gotta eat, I gotta find food, I gotta find food. Nope, you're not gonna starve to death for 3 weeks. Seriously, most people won't. I probably wouldn't starve to death for 4 weeks or longer. Smiley face. Okay, so anyway, within 3 days you need to have water. So you need to find a clean source of safe, drinkable water within 3 days. That means walking around, finding one, finding a spring, finding a clean river or something. And then within 3 hours you need shelter. So shelter is most critical. If you don't have shelter, you're going to die from exposure in 3 hours. Cold, heat, doesn't make any difference. You got to have shelter from the heat, got to have shelter from the cold. So remember, survival is the rule of threes. You're not going to starve to death for 3 weeks. You're not going to die of dehydration for 3 days, and you're not going to die of exposure within 3 hours. Every 3 minutes you need good, clean air, and every 3 seconds you need hope. So you need hope within 3 seconds. You need air within 3 minutes. You need water within. You need shelter within 3 hours. You need water within 3 days, and you need food within 3 weeks. Remember that; it'll keep you alive. Seriously. All right. Rule number 1 of survival is be where you're at. Make sure your mind is where your body is. If you're lost, if you're hurt, if you're injured, you need to calm down. Panic kills. If you panic, you're probably gonna die. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Go find a tree, hug it, sit next to the tree, and hold the tree. Seriously, hug a tree. It'll keep you alive. And then talk to the tree if you have to. Just say, hey, I'm lost, I'm scared, I'm lonely. Just sit down, pray for wisdom, pray for help from above, pray for help from divine help. Pray for angels to come and help you. Pray for people to come get you, whatever. Calm yourself down. Be calm. Go placidly amid life. All right, shut up, Jerry. Okay, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. And yep, I stole that from John Connor in Terminator. This is John Connor. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. Well, in my case, you're the remnant. So listen and hear, people. Hear and listen.